Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Sounds, European stock markets closed higher on July 3, 2026, driven by easing concerns over immediate U.S. interest rate hikes and a rally in cyclical stocks. The benchmark Stoxx Europe 600 index hit an all-time high of 652.35 points during intraday trading before closing up 0.7%, marking its largest weekly gain since mid-May. Major regional indices also posted strong performances. Germany's DAX index reached a record high, closing up 198.43 points, or 0.78% at 25,779.31. In London, the FTSE 100 closed 0.25% higher at 10,679.03, while Paris Store's CAC 40 index climbed 0.39% to finish the day at 8,508.07. The positive market sentiment reflects a shift in investor expectations as the market moved away from pricing in an imminent rate hike by the U.S. Federal Reserve, boosting confidence across European equities. NHK reports that foreign dignitaries and mourners from approximately 100 countries, including Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and China, have arrived in Tehran to attend the funeral of Iran's former supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The funeral events are scheduled to take place from Saturday through Thursday. Khamenei was killed in February in a U.S.-Israeli airstrike. Local footage showed Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif offering prayers at Khamenei's coffin, highlighting Pakistan's role in mediating U.S.-Iran talks. Additionally, the top leader of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps made his first public appearance in months at a pre-funeral ceremony. To strengthen national unity, Iranian authorities are mobilizing millions of citizens by offering free transportation, food, and accommodation. CNN reported that the timing of the funeral, which coincides with the 250th anniversary of America's Independence Day, was deliberately chosen by Iran to send a defiant message to U.S. President Donald Trump. According to a report by the Epoch Times, the European Union has officially begun imposing a flat tariff of €3 on all low-value parcels under €150. This new measure aims to curb the massive influx of cheap consumer goods entering the European market, primarily driven by Chinese e-commerce giants such as Shein, Temu, and AliExpress. The move aligns with similar actions by the United States, which recently moved to abolish its de minimis tax exemption system for small packages. Under the new EU rules, the €3 tariff is calculated based on the number of harmonized system classification categories within a package, meaning a parcel containing multiple types of goods could face higher cumulative charges. Experts predict that this policy could reduce air cargo volumes from China to the EU by 10 to 35%, as the profit margins of ultra-low-cost business models are squeezed. In response, major e-commerce platforms are increasingly establishing warehouses within EU member states to bypass. According to GG Press, Reuters reported on July 3rd that Japanese companies have initiated discussions with the Iranian government to purchase Iranian crude oil. This development follows a temporary easing of U.S. sanctions on Iranian oil sales, and, if realized, it will mark the first such purchase by Japanese firms since 2019. Last month, the U.S. Department of the Treasury announced a temporary sanctions waiver, allowing the transaction of Iranian crude oil and petroleum products for a 2-month period until August 21st. This measure was implemented based on a memorandum aimed at ending hostilities between the United States and Iran. Reports indicate that 3 Japanese companies are currently considering the purchase of Iranian crude oil. However, they are requesting assurances regarding the navigational safety of transport vessels around key maritime routes. Furthermore, the companies are emphasizing the need for an extension of the sanctions waiver period beyond the current August deadline. If an agreement is finalized, Japanese tankers are expected to load crude oil and petroleum products at Kharg Island, Iran's primary oil export terminal, for shipment to Japan. According to the Asahi Shimbun, the World Peace Forum, hosted by Tsinghua University and other organizations, opened in Beijing, China, on July 3rd, bringing together diplomats and scholars from various nations. During a session focused on Middle East peace, speakers leveled strong criticisms against Israel as a major impediment to regional stability. With ongoing discussions aimed at ending hostilities between the United States and Iran, Hina Rabbani Kar, the former foreign minister of Pakistan, a mediating country in the talks, criticized Israel's military actions. She argued that Israel's approach of using cultural oppression and ethnic genocide to guarantee its own security completely rejects international law and order, urging the international community to impose economic sanctions. Additionally, former Jordanian Foreign Minister Abdul Ilah Khatib warned that current ceasefire efforts remain highly fragile. He criticized Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for exploiting regional conflicts to divert public attention and expand Israel's influence. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.